Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Bella and this is I think it's like a third video upload commentary, and today I decided to do another redraw because I like to do redraws, and this one is a drawing which I done in 2019, and the video or the photo I should say, sorry, that's posted at the beginning, that is a reference photo. Unfortunately I don't know who the photographer is. I did find it online, but that's my reference photo. And then the next photo that comes up, that's my first drawing that I done. It was done on digital drawing. It was actually done on MS Paint because I wasn't using any other digital app at the time. I did find all the different layers quite intimidating. I remember my sister was telling me about Critter, but when I did get into it, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I was like, let me come back and do that a little bit later because I need to learn how to use different layers and how to use it properly so I can be able to post it up. And I was going to do it as a digital art again because I've gotten used to using the programs now. I've got two different programs. I've got one, this is Speedy Paints, which has got video replay on it, and I've got Critter as well. But I thought I'd do a watercolour drawing instead because I've been doing that so much. I enjoy doing watercolours, paintings, and since I'm getting into it, I thought I'd see how it looks done as a painting. But that's part of what I wanted to mention. But another thing I wanted to talk about, which I've been looking at some YouTube videos today online, and something else that happens on a social media app that I'm using to be posting drawings, because a lot of social media apps are getting very strict now, or getting stricter with artwork that's being posted and making sure that a lot of reference pictures are used. I completely understand that because obviously we have to make sure that we have evidence to provide with the drawings that we have, especially if we use another photo so it doesn't look like we're stealing ideas. But I was more focusing on the YouTube videos that were coming out about other artists that a lot of people have speculated that may have been copying or maybe tracing on their drawings. And I think because of the amount of views that they've accumulated on their YouTube channel, that they were able to get so many followers with these drawings, but they weren't too sure whether they've actually done these drawings on their own or whether they traced or copied them and hadn't referenced the pictures that they've used. And I understand there was a lot of kind of anger with the videos that were posted out. There were a lot of kind of complaints that it was very dishonest for them to be able to post all these drawings and they weren't true to whether they were capable of doing the artwork that they claimed that they had presented. And this seems to be something that happens quite often. But the only thing I always notice is when you do post your work online and you do see a lot of the artwork, even for myself as an example, because last year, because I've been drawing, well, I've got back into drawing now 3 years, and before that 3 years, I had a long break, at least a 10-year break. I did mention on one of my first videos that I did upload, and I haven't done art for such a long time, and I've come out of practice. And had I kept it up, this would have been 2005. Had I want to have kept it up, that's around, I think, the time when I stopped, 2005, 2006, I can't remember. But had I kept it up from then, I think I might have gone a bit further. What I would have said, I might have gone a bit further. I'm not too sure. But the point that I'm making was coming back and doing drawing. I just wanted to do it because it was something that I missed doing. It was something that I wanted to do as a form of me to be able to relax. I wanted to be able to draw things that I liked and things that I enjoyed. But there was a time when I did contemplate and think about going back to study and do it as a university degree. And I remember looking at all the portfolios and the examples of submissions and the standard that they had to be. And I remember the feeling that there was no way in such a short amount of time. I think I had a couple of months to go to submit these artworks. I had to submit about 10 different pieces. And I'm thinking this artwork is too way out of my league. There's no way I'm going to be able to submit it and be considered to getting in. And even in 2 months, I did try because I remember mentioning it to a friend, and she was like, "Yes, go for it." And even though I did attempt it, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, "There's no way I'm going to be able to submit drawings, 10 pieces, strong pieces that are going to be at such a high level." And I understand that obviously this is slightly different to submitting online, submitting a portfolio. But sometimes I do feel that when you are submitting online and you do see other people's work, it can intimidate you and it can kind of really question as to whether you want to honestly put your drawing up and post it up at your level, knowing that it may not be so good. But it's the ideas of wanting to have the followers and having the YouTube channel and having the likes and the interest on your artwork. And sometimes it can really discourage people when they do see other people's work and they're just like, wow, how did they able to do that? And then they start to question whether it's done themselves or whether they've drawn that piece on their own. But sometimes I think it does take away from the whole purpose of doing the artwork. I didn't want to feel that I might feel I need to be tracing or copying because I'm pressured because I want to have to post the best artwork that's up there. I was like, if I could just at least post it up as it is, and then eventually over time, when I'm ready and I can see an improvement, then I know at least I put the work in to be able to improve. And I think it's so much more satisfying to be able to see the progress video. That's one of the reasons why I posted the video up in the first place, my first video that I posted up. Because while I did see all these other progress videos, you know, whether it was a general little progress or not, seeing those progress videos did show that there's a chance to be able to continue on something that you like and see the progress over time. And it might not happen straight away, but eventually you do see improvement, you do see an evidence. And I do find that referencing and copying are good tools for learning because you can really, if you download pictures and you can just draw over them and you can learn different shapes and things that you need to learn, that's going to help you get cleaner lines and just have stronger pictures. And then eventually, once you get to a point, then I understand that you can do them without using so much of reference photos. I mean, you're still going to be using them, I'm sure, obviously, anyway, for ideas. But, you know, there's positivity with using these tools because they enhance your work. So, anyway, that is the end of my redraw. If you do like any more of these photos, or you want to see any more of these speed drawings, then like and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Bye.